2025 is coming to an end. And if you finally want to make habits that stick with you throughout 2026, this is a video that you should watch. As a personal trainer, the funny thing is, as much as I am in the fitness space, as much as I am in the diet phase, as much as I am in the health and wellness space, I'm just as much into the habits forming phase, right? You can tell the clients everything that you know about nutrition, about workouts, about sustaining weight loss. But if they don't do it, or they can't start, or even if they start, they can't make sure that it sticks, there's no point. So a lot of my job, I will say up to like 70% of my job, is to find ways for the clients to stay consistent with whatever I tell them to do, right? Because the problem isn't information. The problem is about applying them. So one thing before we continue is that a lot of people see the end result, right? So for example, for girls, I heard before they say, I want to look like Jennifer Aniston, someone like that. And they'll see the end result and they'll look at the person's diet, look at the person's training, and then say like, oh my God, this is so far away. Right? And I don't even start. So if, for example, you don't work out at all, suddenly someone tells you you have to work out 5 times a week. And then someone tells you, oh, you have to eat clean for all your meals. You're not gonna start. You're gonna be like, oh my God, like my life is gonna take a drastic change. So that's the problem. That is not how you do it. In order to form habits, you need to find something so small and tweak it at the start before you start adding things on. It's not one shot you change everything. So I'll give you a few examples, which is when people think about diet, they think about, oh, I gotta switch entirely to keto diet. I gotta switch entirely this. I gotta change my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Mine is very simple, which is, for example, if breakfast, you usually eat white bread in the morning for breakfast. I'll say switch it out. Like instead of white bread, you switch it out to eggs, right? Just that one thing. And you try it for 1 week. And if it's good for 1 week, great. We can start adding stuff on top of that. But if it's not good and you feel like you can't sustain it, we'll find something else, we'll tweak that something else, then we try to go again for 1 week before we start adding random shit to it. You get what I'm saying? Another thing, alcohol, for example. I usually wouldn't say, okay, just cut out alcohol entirely. Obviously, it would be good, but for the average person, they probably can't do that, right? So what I'll say is, when you drink 1 glass of alcohol, the next glass that you drink shouldn't be another alcohol. It should be like water, or like maybe like even a soft drink is better. Right? So alcohol, soft drink, rather than alcohol. You get what I'm saying? Next thing is, for example, sleep as well. Like I can say, don't use your phone at all before you sleep on your bed. And it's very hard for people to do it. But the easier thing I can say is, okay, 2 minutes before you want to sleep, you put your phone away. Just 2 minutes. And I think that's way more sustainable. So the last thing is to always remember that when you want to form a habit, never throw everything you know at it. Right? You do something so small that it barely affects your life, and you see how you feel. And when that works, then you start slowly adding stuff on top of that. Then that's when you can actually gain habits over the long term and see results over the long term.